morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. So on my mind this morning is one of the most important parts of a healing journey. And it should be the most simple, but it's the absolute hardest, is self-love. Out of all of my years in personal development, all of my years of healing myself from all the traumas that I've endured, all of those years, it was the hardest thing for me to grasp. I'd have life coaches like sing yourself love songs. And man, I can belt out love songs to the love of my life all day, every day. I'd start trying to sing them to myself and I would just bust out bawling. I'm about to cry just thinking about those days. I would sit and I would write love letters to myself, telling myself of all of my positive aspects, what an amazing woman that I am, caring, loving, I'm a fighter, I'm a survivor, I'm honest, morals, values, ethics, integrity. I'm the realest motherfucker that walks the face of this planet. And still, I wasn't getting it. And it's so crazy how I finally got it. And especially us that struggle with self-love, we are not getting the love that we give. I know for me personally, the way my heart and the way my mind is wired to love, man, it's stupid. I mean, just over the top. And I don't know how to tone it down. I don't know how to not love with everything that I am, right? Do unto others, right? Plus, I'm empathic. Plus, I'm clairvoyant. Plus, my milkshake attracts all the narcissists to the yard. I don't know. But the thing that helped me get the self-love, and this is just for the people that struggle with it, is, the love that we give is the love that we deserve. And why it is so hard to love ourselves first with that love, I don't know. But if you've ever took any of my manifestation classes, law of attraction classes, even personal development classes, you know that the key to having everything in life that you want and need is basically living in La La Land, which La La Land is freaking amazing. I tell everybody, don't you knock me off my fucking unicorn. Because when I crawl back up on that motherfucker, I am slapping you with its horn. You know what I'm saying? And your mind is so powerful. You can literally train it to believe anything, do anything, take you anywhere. It's unlimited, okay? No cap on the power of your mind. And so what got it for me was, okay, well, let's kind of let me imagine that I'm in a relationship with myself. So like when I wake up in the mornings, I'm like, oh, how blessed am I to be waking up in the bed with such a queen. Let me get up and make her some coffee. That's her favorite way to get woke up, and then that makes the trip to the coffee pot, making that first pot, not so much like a chore, but more like a joy of my heart. Because if the love of my life was in my bed, you best believe my feet would be hitting the floor and bouncing to the kitchen to make them breakfast in bed. Getting ready for my day and taking a shower. It's like, oh, that queen, she just got off the elliptical. She's about to get in the shower and get ready for her day. Let me go pick her clothes out for her and get her towel and set her up in the bathroom. And then that makes me go in and getting my clothes and my towel, not so much of a mundane chore, but I find myself that I'm doing it out of the joy of my heart. So it's like all of the little things that is so easy for me to do for somebody else because I'm doing it out of the joy of my heart. But when I go to do it for myself, it's like a chore. I just kind of imagine that I'm in a relationship with myself. And how lucky am I to be with such a queen? Let me show her how much I love and appreciate her. So if you struggle with self-love, if you try to find that self-love, if all of the little tricks, tips, and tactics that your therapist and stuff is giving you, you tried and it hadn't worked, just think about me. Think about where I came from, where I'm at, how my life is absolutely amazing. So I know what I'm talking about when I say La La Land is where it's at. And just try being in a relationship with yourself for a while and see if you can't find that self-love and self-worth that way. So anyway, that's just what was on my mind this morning, and I wanted to share it because, guys, remember, self-love is the absolute best love. And when you can truly love yourself for everything that you are, even including the things that you still need to work on, because they all make you you. You're wonderfully made. You're God's most precious